some cat prints from domestic house cat. What strikes me when it's when there's a nice, I get the road deer track there. Well, when there's a nice blanket of snow, it isn't the amount of tracks. It is the hard to locate tracks like the lighter animals, the rabbits and the cat ones I showed. You can see rabbits all over the place, jackrabbits or hares. Those are harder to see on a harder surface without snow. The deer and wild boar are heavy enough that they basically leave prints all year round that's easy to spot just by walking along. So, thank you for coming along. I'm gonna do some bush cooking, just relaxing. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I'm gonna do, not sure it's going to be one continuous video. It might be chopped up to different topics and stuff, so I've got new equipment to editing, but it doesn't play ball with me, so if you're an what do you call it, technical dyslexic like me, it takes time, so you will have to either watch my unedited videos or not. That's up to you. So, but for those of you who wants to join me on my adventures, you're welcome, and I appreciate your support a lot. I'm coming up to the usual lake or a pond. I do a lot of wild animal spotting here, and it's a very quiet day, so I'm gonna enjoy this. Talk to you later. There were some doe deers on the other side of the lake, and they noticed me, so anyway, bring him back when I'm setting up camp. I decided not to go further to the lake and let them be. Chances are they are coming around this way, but I'm gonna set up on this log and get my meal cooking. Using my hiking pole as a base, and oops. Yeah, that's how it goes when you try to poop and do stuff at the same time. I'm sure there are some people laughing in recognition of their exploits in the woods. So there's my pack. It is a market wallet made from an old sleeping bag. And there's my outer layer, a Bolivian alpaca poncho, very warm for its weight. I'm not expecting heavy rains, so that will be perfect. And I'm quite warm as it is. So, per usual, there's a tripod setting up my camera from. So I've been seeing videos of people showing their unique kit. It's 5 or 10 items and so on. I could probably wrestle up 10 items, but it's not items that I carry that often. But what I do like is my hood I made. It is, I took some cues from medieval style hoods, and I managed to button it up crooked, you see. Anyway, this isn't a historical reproduction, it is just my idea of the best combined features of that kind of clothing that I wrapped up into this one. And I made videos of it before. A hood for the woods, it's one of them. So again, for its weight, it's very warm, and it can go under, over clothes, so very versatile. I have strings attached, so if it's blowing a lot, it keeps down, and it covers my lungs, most of them anyway, and it covers my chest area down to. I'm gonna make a bigger one that goes down to elbow, and I'll probably wax that one. So waxed wool was something used in times past to keep warm and dry, so I will do that. It will lose some of its insulative value, but at the same time it will retain more dead standing air, if that makes sense. And what else? You saw the cane. That's something I like to take out with me. I've had it for 4 months or something. It's great to poke around with, and when summer comes it will be quite dense vegetation in the areas where I mostly do my bush bumming or trailblazing, or whatever you want to call it. I like to go off the beaten path and snoop around. So what else? I haven't seen many people use leather trousers either, so I guess that's another thing that's something I like. So they are also, you can waterproof them really well, and they still have some breathability to them. And despite common conceptions, they are quite warm. So yeah, and they're durable. As I said, when I go through brush, I don't have to worry about fabrics ripping and stuff. You just get a couple of love nicks, or whatever you call it. So they're great, and I love them. I don't expect anyone else to like them, but that's for me. So, and as I mentioned before, the poncho. I haven't seen much of Bolivian alpaca ponchos in bushcraft videos or hiking videos. So it is a small blanket of sort, and I've let's see, on the inside. And this is a mod I haven't seen anyone else do. I put a piece of leather thong on the inside, stitched it with a very coarse linen thread. And it's a continuous thread, so I can peel it off and use it if I need to. Thong, same thing. And just weave it up, and that closes the hole, and you have a very nice blanket. I also made a blanket pin made out of stainless steel 2mm wire or thread, whatever. And this makes it a very versatile clothing item. I'll show you real quick. The thing with a poncho is that you open in the sides, and that can, of course, let the cool air rush in, and you lose a lot of the insulative value. So what I do is I take the front, wrap it around, take the back, wrap it around. Then I merge the back portion of it in front. Take the buckle. That's it. If it's restricting my movements a bit, I can pull the front part in, towards the front a bit, and I get pretty good movement. It also gives me a option to put in my arms and warm them. And then you take the outsides, fold them in. And that's completely sealed up now. And with the hood up, it's really warm. So that's just a tip. Sometimes also I have it under a vest, and the arms stick out, and it sticks down below, so you get more coverage. So I'm gonna set up camp and probably see you in the next video. Bye guys.